Good afternoon, viewers in Indonesia and Singapore. Market Headlines is ready to provide you a number of informations from business, economic, and capital market sectors. With me, Clara Antawijaya, and this is Market Headlines. And yes, viewers, we are going to start market headlines by looking at the Jakarta Composite Index intraday movement. So JCI opened at level of 5,122.98, and then approaching the closing time of the first session, the index was on the level of 5,108.9, and the index was showing weakening trend by the second session's closing time. The index was closed at the level of 5,112.98, and in short, JCI was weakening 0.07%. And next, we are going to see the sectoral movement. Leading the dynamics of today's trading, we got MISC Industry as the leader of the strengthening trend, going up 1.03%, and Finance going up 0.55%. And the leader of the weakening trend, we got Agriculture, that going down 1.67%, and Basic Industry, that going down 1.45%. And as the top gainers in today's trading, here's the list of the stock for you. We got BRIs with a value that went up 22.92%. We got BBCA with a value that went up 1.39%. We got UNTR with a value that went up 2.86%, and SMBR with a value that went up 19.52%. Meantime, for the top losers for today's trading, we got MDKA with a value that went down 2.09%. We got PSAB with a value that went down 1.48%. And we got FREN with a value that went down 2.82%. And KLBF with a value that went down 2.26%. And next, we are going to see the intraday movement of Rupiah towards US dollar. So Rupiah was open at the level of 14,543, and Rupiah was also showing strengthening trends towards US dollar. I was closed at the level of 14,284. In summary, Rupiah was strengthening at 2.33%. MNC Capital Indonesia has successfully conducted annual general meeting of shareholders. Not only appointed new directors in the meeting, the company also explained further digitalization strategy.
MNC Capital Indonesia under stock code BCAP has conducted annual general meeting of shareholders. In the meeting, the shareholders approved and accepted the 2019 financial report. Not only that, in the meeting, MNC Capital also explained further company's digitalization strategy. President Director of MNC Capital Indonesia, Wito Mailoa, stated that currently the company and all of its business units have implemented digitalization. He hopes that digitalization may be able to boost company's performance in the end of the year. In the near time, the company's unit business, MNC Bank, will launch a new mobile banking, namely Motion, and MNC Capital will also have a new peer-to-peer lending platform as lending distribution channel of MNC Bank, MNC Finance, and MNC Leasing.
Yang lebih mau saya tekankan di sini adalah lebih ke arah bagaimana bisnis MNC Capital atau MNC Financial Service yang membawahi unit-unit financial service semuanya itu sudah kita akan banyak sekali akan ada perubahan. Kami dari lebih yang dulu konvensional, sekarang kami move to digital. Yang saya mau highlight di sini bahwa MNC Capital sudah melakukan berbagai inovatif dan berbagai macam cara sehingga digitalisasi sudah kami lakukan.
Based on 2019 financial report, MNC Capital recorded consolidated revenue as much as 2.74 trillion rupiah, or grew by 2.8%. The largest revenue contributor was MNC Bank, with total portion reached 47.7% of total revenue. From Jakarta, Gilang Praditya for IDX Channel.
Based Based on its financial statement, first half of 2020, Kino Indonesia posted lower revenue and profit. This happened due to past restrictions in Indonesia and also lower export to other countries. Based on the company's financial statement for the first half of 2020, Kino Indonesia recorded that profit attributed to parent company was 118.64 billion, and this reflected a downturn of 67.52% compared to the first quarter of 2019, which reached 265.29 billion rupiah. Sales also depreciated in the first half 2020, whereas it dropped by 1.35% compared to the first half of 2019. It used to be 2.22 trillion rupiah in the first half of 2019, but however, first half of 2020 posted 2.19 trillion rupiah only. Kino Indonesia explained that the decline was triggered by large-scale social restrictions which hampered community activities. On the other hand, the COVID-19 pandemic slowed import and to several countries. From all sources for IDX Channel. Stay tuned on market headlines because we will be right back after this quick break. Alternative investments. And the third one is that financial planning is about judged on returns and intangible value, while portfolio management is more judged on returns, on how the clients will get a big returns. And the last one is that financial planning is about managing and budgeting for future financial needs. But however, portfolio management is about investing to your current capital to grow your wealth. So we can see big differences in here. And according to Investment Alert Task Force for OJK, Joska does not have permissions as an investment manager, but only as a financial planner. And that is why, according to OJK, Joska is suspected of operating not in accordance with applicable law and regulations. And if we assess deeper, OJK actually took aggressive decisions to shut down Joska Indonesia. Joska is not a financial service institutions under OJK supervisions because its business license is not issued by OJK. OJK concerns over illegal investments and cities that flocks in Indonesia's more and more. So let's see how many illegal investments entities that OJK have shut it down throughout years. Here it is. Through the data, we can see how much OJK have shut down illegal investment entities in Indonesia. First of all, let's take a look at 2017. It was only 79 business entities on illegal investment. But however, the number grew by 2018 to be 106 illegal investment entities. And voila, by 2019, the number grew significantly by 442 cases of illegal investment that has been shut down. And as of April 2020, the number went up to 61 cases of illegal investment entities. And even worse, OJK has frozen 99 illegal entities during June 2020 alone. The majority of the 99 illegal investment entities were engaged in the future trading sector, and the details are 87 futures or illegal forex, 2 illegal direct sales, and 3 illegal investment cryptocurrency, 3 investment money, and the rest are spread in the various other business activities. And yes, OJK is very aggressive to take down all illegal investment entities that could harm the society. So let's see what he exactly said on the terms through the next graphic. So here it is. As a spokesperson of OJK, we got Tongam Alup Tobi as the head of OJK Investment Alert Task Force. He said literally that we are now building a credible and trusted capital market. On that basis, we call on people who want to invest its capital market to always check out whether or not an advisor, investment manager, or broker should has a license. In order to avoid lurking of investment illegally, OJK advised public to prioritize rational thinking, never be attracted to high income with low risk. At the same time, public implementing 4 ways to safely invest in the OJK style. First, do the research if the company has a license or no. And second, check the investment product, whether it is licensed or no. And the third one is that the company is official partner of OJK or no. And the last one, make sure that the company has a logo of government institutions. And we hope the people who want to use financial planner services will be aware of which ones are licensed and which are not. And stay tuned to market headlines because we will be right back after this quick break.
Saat ini kita berada pada situasi dan kondisi yang penuh tantangan. Virus COVID-19 telah mengancam berbagai sendi-sendi kehidupan kita, terutama dunia usaha. Untuk itu, kita sebagai pengusaha harus mendukung penuh langkah-langkah yang telah dibuat oleh pemerintah. Kebersamaan, kepedulian, dan kesadaran kita bersama merupakan salah satu kunci berhasil tidaknya pemerintah dan kita menghadapi virus corona ini. Untuk itu, mari kita bersama-sama bersatu mendukung penuh pemerintah. Tentu dalam situasi seperti ini, pasti kegelisahan, kegalauan dunia usaha sangat-sangat wajar. Tapi kita harus tetap optimis, jangan pesimis, bahwa di balik ini semuanya pasti ada hikmahnya. Dalam situasi dan kondisi seperti ini, sangat dibutuhkan kreativitas kita sesuai dengan bidang usaha kita masing-masing. Semangat dan semangat, maju terus. Kita yakin dengan semangat gotong royong dan semangat kebersamaan, kita akan mampu melewati badai ini.
Welcome back to Market Headlines. President Joko Widodo stated that Indonesia would become a country with the fastest economic recovery after China in 2021. The statement is based on the projections of various international financial institutions.
President Joko Widodo stated that Indonesia would become the country with the fastest economic recovery after China in 2021. The prediction is based on the projections of various international financial institutions such as the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund or IMF, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development or OECD. Jokowi said that the predicted global growth in the world in 2021 is quite high. The IMF estimates that the world economy will grow by 5.4% and the World Bank's projections at 4.2%. Meanwhile, OECD predicts global economic growth will range in between 2.8% to 5.2%.
Saya kira kalau perkiraan ini betul, kita akan berada pada posisi ekonomi yang juga mestinya itu di atas pertumbuhan ekonomi dunia. Dan Indonesia juga diproyeksikan masuk ke kelompok dengan pemulihan ekonomi tercepat setelah Tiongkok.
Although various international financial institutions gave positive signals, President Joko Widodo reminded his ministers not to be careless and to continue to anticipate the possibility of a second wave of COVID-19. From all sources, IDX Channel.
Government once again extended the provisions of electricity subsidies amidst COVID-19 pandemic. The government allocates 3 trillion rupiah subsidy for customers in the social, business and industry sectors.
Indonesia's government decided to expand electricity subsidies by easing electricity subscription for customers in social, business and industrial sectors worth 3 trillion rupiah. This subsidy relief is indicated on the electricity bill for minimum electricity usage or subscription. The provision of subsidy consists of 285.9 billion rupiah for social electricity users, 1.3 trillion rupiah for business, and 1.4 trillion rupiah for industry.
Kemudian juga tadi sudah disetujui pemberian subsidi listrik untuk kelompok selain untuk berpenghasilan rendah yang sudah diperpanjang sampai bulan Desember, juga relaksasi daripada abodemen ataupun